So today I'm going to be doing a prom tutorial. This one's kind of like a summery kind of prom, because my prom was in the summer. I didn't know it, like proms were all around the year, but apparently they are. So I'm going to do that today, and the look's going to be kind of like a natural, pretty kind of look. I might do a kind of more like a kind of more makeup kind of look, so kind of like either like a towery kind of look for prom, or anything else really for prom, but I might do that a little bit more later on, along with the other bridal looks that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so this is half of the finished look, and I'm just going to dive right in and do the second half. What I used on my skin was Bourjouis Healthy Mix in number 15. No, sorry, 51. And if you wanted to kind of like, I didn't use this today, but if you wanted to kind of like make sure it lasts all day, I would have used Gosh Foundation Primer in Classic. The Smashbox one would work perfect. Any other kind of primer would work really well. I haven't really got on with any other primer that really lasts as long, that keep your foundation on, apart from that one. So yeah, look into that. And yeah, so I'm just going to dive right in. Underneath my eyebrows, I'm going to go in first with a white liner from Barry M. Number 3. And I'm just going to start where the arch would go in, and then just follow from underneath the brow. And you can bring this down to as far as you want to. It's going to look really harsh there. And you're just going to dab it in with your finger, just until you kind of feel content with it. So just until you kind of like the way it is. There's no kind of like, unless you leave it like really harsh like that, it's going to look a bit weird, but as long as you blend it in, it should look fine. So I leave it like that for a while, and then we're going to go straight in with the eyebrows. So first I'm going to be using Art Deco eyebrow pencil number 3. This one's a little bit darker than the one I usually wear, and I'm just going to start filling them in. Just check that they're even, and then when you're happy with that, then go in with my beautiful brows in the number Chocolate. I'm going to put this on to darken my brows, make them feel a bit more natural, because when you just put pencil on them, you can see that they're kind of penciled in, and obviously after a while this pencil's going to, you know, fade. So with this stuff, it doesn't really, like, unless you, even sometimes when I've woke up in the mornings, it's still been on. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques accent brush. I think that's what it's called. It's just a little tiny brush like that, and I'm just dipping it in and then tapping it off, and just using little strokes at first to kind of build up the colour, because you don't want any harsh lines. And then when you're happy with it, and you check that they're even, it should be fun. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to curl my lashes. Where am I? There it is. Keep on losing this thing. Hold for as long as you feel comfortable. I usually don't do mine for very long, but just until you feel content with what you have. Then I'm going to go straight in with my Dream Moves eye colour, and it's in like a goldy colour. 13 it says. I don't know if that's the name of the colour, it just says 13 in the back, so must be. You're going to take that on your finger and just push it all over the lid. Just up to your socket line. Then I'm going to go in with a little brush, which is here. This is from that brand. No idea how to say it, so I'm just going to say the Amazon brushes. And just take a little bit of the Miss Sporty No. 5 Enchant. Love that name. It's kind of like a pinky, kind of rosy colour. And then just kind of dab that on the eye. Or the eyelid anyway. Now this tutorial was originally for my cousin, whose prom is going to be soon, and she wanted something pretty and natural. Well, not 100% natural obviously, but like the no makeup stuff, but something that kind of just had a little something, not too much. So then I'm just going to blend that in with a Costal Sence 250 brush, which is exactly like the MAC 217, so just buff that in like that so it's not too harsh. And then I'm going to just pick up a Bourjouis Intense Extract in No. 3. And then I'm just going to use my, no, can't use that one. I'm going to use my MAC 217 brush. Just putting that on the outer corner. Just to kind of get all the colours in together. And then a little pencil brush, I'm just going to take MAC Wedge. I think if I can open, there we go. Just looks like that. It's a brown colour. I always put this one through my socket. I'll be going to MAC soon in Covent Garden with my college because we're going to go Charles Fox and get a masterclass in there, and we've got till like 12 till like 6:30 to shop, so we're going to go into MAC and have a big spend up. So I'm hopefully going to do a haul after that. So just run that through your socket to kind of just get like a little bit of a definition, and then blend that just into like all the colours. There you go. Okay, and then we're going to take that little brush, where it's gone, there we are. No, it's not this brush, what was it? Sorry, I lost my brush, but I found it now. It's the MAC 263 brush, and I'm just going to take No. 7. Doesn't actually say the name or the number or anything, but it's just a black eyeshadow like that, and it's got like a green undertone with like goldy flecks. I think that's what it is that's making it look a bit green, but it doesn't come out like that. It comes out black, so don't be scared to put it on. And I'm just going to take that on the lash line, so not really harsh. I was going to use a gel liner, but I felt that this using eyeshadow looked less harsh. And then just take that how far along you want to. I only really take it to the centre if I'm using eyeshadow, because I just think that it blends a lot more well. But if I'm using gel, I go all the way across. And I'm just blending that with a little pencil brush. Well, I think it's a pencil brush, 219. I call it a pencil brush. I don't know if anybody else does, or I'm talking about the wrong brush. Okay. So when you like the colour of that, it hopefully should look something like this. And then I'm just going to dive right into mascara. And the mascara I'm using is Glam Eyes Rimmel London Day to Night Mascara. Now my friend really hates this mascara because she says it's a waste of money because it's only, they say it's 2 wands. Or they don't say it's 2 wands, but they advertise it being 2 wands or something like that, she said. But it's only the 1 wand and it just gets thicker with the volume one because they just builds up more mascara. But I really like this one because I find that using this one you can just leave it with the one and it doesn't create much clumps at all. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And then you can really use it on the bottom lashes and you don't really get any clumps on there either. And then if you wanted to build it up a little bit, which I did on the other eye on the outside corner, I just used the volume one just on the outside corner just to break it up a little bit, and then on the bottom lashes as well. So that's the eyes, and then I'm going to go straight in with bronzer, Sun to Sun bronzing powder. Obviously you can, ooh. Oh god. I had to kind of get a baby wipe and smudge that away because it wasn't going away. So I'm going to use Sun to Sun bronzing powder. This is NYC. And my Real Techniques powder, it's not powder brush, it's a blush brush. And I'm just mostly going to use the darker side and a little bit of the light side, but mostly the darker side. And I'm just going to contour my cheeks with this. It being sun is obviously the reason why I'm using it. I think this one, you can build it up if you want to. And that's what I like about this one, is that it's not like over the top. You don't have to use loads. But if you want to, then you can. If you don't, then you don't. You kind of just make it to how you want it, which I really like. Because I don't like having a lot on. And then with just over the top, kind of with that, using MAC PeachTwist B89. I'm just taking a little bit of that. And I'm just going to take it just a little bit higher. Now with this look, you kind of want everything to be, I mean, I know you want like a little bit of glitter, every girl wants a little bit of glitter, but with the blusher and the shader and the highlighter and that, you don't want to go too over the top. You kind of want your eyes to be the main focus. So with the highlighter, all I did was just take it with my finger. I'm using the Sleek Faceform Light 373, and I'm just with my finger just going to take the highlighter and just run it and then smudge it with my other fingers just on the top of my cheekbones. And then just where you put that white, just dab a little bit on there to make that kind of come out. And then just quickly down the nose, and then I'm going to contour that in a minute. I already put some on the top of my lip, and just put like a little tiny bit on your chin. And if you wanted to, a little bit on your forehead, but only if you want to do highlight and shadow. Most people don't, like if they're going to go for a natural look. I'm just going to take this brush. It's the Fura, not Fura, what's it? Oh, I don't know the name, but it's this one. The Amazon brush, that's the one. And I'm just going to take the darker shader, and I'm just going to run that down my nose and then smudge with my hand. If you don't like contouring your nose, then obviously you won't be doing this part. And then just some underneath your lip, just there to make you look like you've got bigger lips. Okay, so for the lips, I'm just going to be using Art Deco Soft Lip Liner, waterproof number 17. This colour's kind of like a nudie pink. It's quite nice and it comes out really nice as well. And then just smudge it a little bit with your finger. If you can see any sort of line there. And then I'm just going to take Bourjouis 3D Effect Gloss Summer Collection. This was the one from last year. It doesn't seem to... oh, 49, that's the number. I could not stop wearing this last summer, so I chose it for this one. I have no idea if it's been discontinued, but considering it was a summer range, they might have it out again now. Now for my prom I wore fake lashes, and for this one I'm not going to, because it is a kind of like a natural, even though it doesn't really look really natural, but for the eyes I wanted it to look a little bit less natural than using false lashes. So this is the finished look and I hope you liked it, and please like, comment and subscribe.